All right, so UFC 301 is next week, and well, not next week, it's in like a couple days, but the main event is Alejandro Pantoja versus Steve Erceg, which is just so silly. This is like easily the most undeserved title shot in the modern era of UFC. It really should have been Muhammad Mokaev, but anyway, I'm gonna get into that in a second. Let me know what you think of Muhammad Mokaev in the comments, and while you're down there, I'd appreciate if you could like and subscribe. But anyway, Muhammad Mokaev, his last performance, everyone was calling it boring. I'll glaze Muhammad Mokaev forever, bro. This guy, he literally said he was sick in in this post-fight interview, okay? Like that's a good enough excuse because this guy has three finishes. Like in all his fights in the UFC, he's like, I swear he's had all finishes. I might be wrong, but I think all of his fights have ended in finishes except this one. Like, how? Like I don't understand how you can like get mad at this guy for having one boring performance after all the good performances he has had. Like I think Muhammad Mokaev, like I don't even think he's that good of a fighter. Like I'm gonna be honest, like he's not even that good. I think he I think he's gonna win the belt, and then after that, who knows, bro? Like I think he beats Erceg, not because he's better than Erceg, but I think he'll just somehow get submission the same way he does in every single one of his fights. Like he just does it every time. Like Muhammad Mokaev will lose the entire fight, and then in the last 30 seconds he'll like lock in and then get a rear naked choke. It happens every single time. It happened against Tim Elliott. It happened against the guy before him. I think his name is Filio. The guy before him as well. I can't remember his name. But it's like he's doing this to good competition as well. It's not like these guys are awful, bro. Like these are like good fighters, and he's just like doing pause. He's like rear naked choking them at the last minute of the fight every single time. It's insane. He has that like Shavkat power where he just gets the finish in like the last couple seconds, and like it sucks because bro, he was sick. But if he pulled out the fight, like bro, Derek Lewis pulled out his fight like right beforehand, you know. If Muhammad Mokaev did the same thing, bro, people would be calling him a pull-out merchant, bro. The same way, I think they were calling Umar a pull-out merchant because, bro, he like pulled out of the Corey fight. Like it's one fight, bro. I don't understand why they'd be calling Umar a pull-out merchant. They'd probably have done the same thing Mokaev if he pulled out against Alex Perez, especially because that would have been the first time Alex Perez fought in like God knows when. The first time he didn't pull out. And also another thing, Alex Perez actually just had another fight announced against Tajir Ulanbekov. I'll talk about that more later, but I don't understand why he took that fight. But yeah, like if he pulled out, he would have been called a pull-out merchant, and people would have said he was replacing Alex Perez. But like, bro, it's just one fight, and it's like a reasonable excuse. And another thing, he still won. Like, bro, the performance was boring. He literally suplexed him, bro. Like what? He like, bro, well, I don't remember Brock Lesnar's finisher, but he did that to him, bro. Suplex C, bro. He literally hit him with a German suplex, bro. Like that's insane. And on top of that, on top of a German suplex, he beat him while he was sick. Like, bro, come on. If Steve Erceg, I said this last time, and people were saying, that's just not true, bro. If Steve Erceg won a decision almost the exact same way, it was like the two fights are switched. Muhammad Mokaev got a KO. Like not that many people would care, bro. But if Steve Erceg won a decision, said he was sick in the post-fight conference, like bro, people would be saying Erceg is like goated for winning that fight when he was sick. But because it's Muhammad Mokaev, like people are gonna call his last performance boring. Like people only remember the last fight. I don't know why, bro. Like he gave it like a reasonable excuse in my opinion, especially because like, you know, he has like had all these finishes in his other fights. Like I feel like it was an okay excuse to say that he was sick, you know. Like I just still don't understand why they give it to Erceg anyway. Like the guy can barely talk English, speak English. Like he came on the mic last time. It didn't even sound like he was speaking English. I thought he was like speaking French or something, bro. Like it was bad, bro. Like I thought just didn't have his mouthpiece out, but no, he did. He was just trying to speak English. I didn't even know he was, like sound like Curtis Blades, bro. But like he really doesn't have that great ability on the mic. He's just being supported by a lot of Australian fans, which like fair enough, but I still don't think he should have got the title shot instead of Muhammad Mokaev, especially because he did win. Like he still won. And another thing, like with the Steve Erceg thing, if it was switched around, like bro, for example, like Shavkat and JDM, they both fought on like different cards. JDM injured his hand, right? During the Gilbert Burns fight, and he still got the TKO. People were like, you know, praising him for that. Like, bro, he broke his hand in the fight. It's not like he broke it beforehand. Like, I don't think that was like that crazy. Obviously, still impressive, but I don't think it's like that insane that he broke his hand and then still won. Like, the amount of fighters that break their hands is like insane. I still don't understand that, how these guys break their hand. Like Chimaev won against Usman and then he broke his hand in the first round. No one cared about that. People were still calling that performance awful. He literally 10-8'd like one of the welterweight goats, which is insane. 10-8 the welterweight goat and then still won a fight against him. An Usman that's like barely out of his prime. Like, I don't understand how you can, no one cared about that, or people are still kind of shitting on that win. And then another thing with Shavkat, bro, Shavkat literally broke his leg. Like, I can't believe he took the fight. He like bloody broke his leg before the fight, like 2 weeks before the fight, and he submitted Wonder Boy, even though he's never been submitted before, which was insane. That performance is actually crazy when you actually look at it, bro. Literally dominated Wonder Boy for like a whole 8 minutes. Like, Wonder Boy didn't do anything to him. Even though that performance was, like, I don't like, that performance was more boring than Mokaev's performance in my opinion, but like, it's still insane because he still broke his leg and everything. But yeah, I don't know. I think Mokaev should have still got it because it just makes more sense. Like, you know, especially because bro, I don't know, bro. I think if he got the finish, he probably would have got the title shot. But Mokaev's about to enter that bloody Chimaev state in a second, where he's just calling out people all the time, because he's calling out Brandon Royval, he's calling out Pantoja, he's calling out everybody. I think they should do Royval versus Mokaev in UFC 305. I think that's the Manchester card. I think that fight makes a lot of sense if they're not going to give him Pantoja. Although that fight is really close. They might just, announce Pantoja versus Mokaev, because Pantoja's really active, bro. That's another thing I think people don't give him enough credit for. This guy is really active. He hasn't fought that many times. I can't remember when the last time he fought was, but he's still pretty active. I think he fought on 296. I might be wrong. He fought on the card with Alex Pereira, I think. But yeah, that's really it for Mokaev. Like, I feel bad for him, to be honest, but I'm not saying Steve Erceg doesn't fully deserve this. Like, I get it. He got an impressive KO. He was like a champion at, I think it was Eternal MMA or whatever. Like, he's still a good fighter, but to skip Mokaev just doesn't make any sense just because he got a KO. Like, his last fights before that were both 29-28 decisions. Like, bro, it's not, like, I don't think Steve Erceg is like, yeah, Steve Erceg has more decisions than Mokaev does. Like, I don't understand. Like, like, this is so weird. It's like people don't watch Steve Erceg at all. These guys think that he's a boxer, bro. There's people who actually believe bedtime MMA is the greatest striker at Flyweight. Like, how is that even? He's literally a wrestler, bro. Like, I think he wrestled in like most of his, not most of it, but I remember him wrestling for quite a bit of the other fights. But yeah, Tajir Ulanbekov versus Alex Perez. I don't know why Alex Perez took that. I can't even believe he's fine, to be honest. I'm glad he did take it, but Tajir Ulanbekov is literally bloody, like, he's who Shariput Magomedov, he's who people like think Shariput looks like, bro. This guy actually looks like he was made in a lab, bro. His one eye is like this guy looks like a mutant, bro. It's disgusting, but he is like the biggest like crotch sniffer of all time, bro. He literally hugged the other guy's back until he eventually got the rear naked choke, like, the whole time. He's like, oh my god, bro. The guy is just it's just so boring. But I don't know. I think Tajir is gonna just sub him. He's just gonna do the same thing that Mokaev did, except he's probably gonna finish him. But that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching. All right.